The other person had to catch 2. It didn't matter which one. This year I wanted to change it up a little bit, so I changed it to 6 fish. So Dakota has to catch 3. I have to catch 3. I can't catch a fish and give it to him to equal his 3, vice versa. I want it to be a true team event. Because Dakota could catch 3 and I could catch 0. That's just kind of part of it.
I didn't realize you were doing that. That's actually pretty dang cool.
Yeah, because you bass boat tournaments that are team tournaments, it's just a certain number of fish. Doesn't matter who catches it, but I want it to be a team thing, not just one person is good and the other person's okay.
Hey, it looks like we had a few guys in here watching this video live, and they were all from Facebook. So thanks for
Nice.
whoever this anonymous Facebook user is that kind of brought that to my attention, saying, "Are we only live on Facebook?" He also contributed to the conversation here and says that 2 fat guys fishing counted for 4 people. So it sounds like you guys might only had 10 teams.
Well,
I don't know. He said he also said he or she had 237 inches on their own. So, I mean, obviously he should have won.
It might have been centimeters, or millimeters, who knows?
Oh, he's revealed his identity. It's Trevor K. All right, Trevor K. Trevor K, thanks for joining in. You guys, if you missed that one, we had him on the show too. He came up from Southeast Kansas and spanked our butts.
So Trevor's team name was the Cowboy Clawboys or something like that. So I think someone's pulling your finger there.
Oh, only half of those were him. Okay, so he was behind it. Okay, he was behind some of that, it sounds like. So here he is. Sorry, you guys can't see that.
There we go.
Boom, there he is. Mr. Senko.
There's the ginger.
Trevor K. But yeah, so what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about having one of your guys come up and show us up? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think the clubs being close together and everybody coming to each other's tournaments is pretty cool. Kind of supporting everyone, and just more events to go to.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you guys have an event coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we have Bone Creek Saturday morning.
Is that just a Southeast event?
Yeah. It's just our second regular event.
Cool. But for the guys that plan on fishing, like the Air Capital guys that plan on fishing El Dorado, Big Hill and the pits, you got two events right there that you're going to be earning Angler of the Year points for. So if you got time, jump in a couple of these other ones. Like Bone Creek would be a really good one to go to.
Oh yeah,
kind of a destination like around here, I would say, for big fish.
For sure, it's definitely heavily pressured. So
yeah, you guys launching from the where do you launch from on that one?
So I don't know exactly what the name of the boat ramp is, but it's the one that's the closest to the dam. It has that building that doesn't have, it just has like one wall. That way we can have the awards there and everything. A little bit nicer place.
So where we had launched with the SEKKA guys when they've had events out there, was it on the west end of the lake where all the trees are and stuff?
Yeah, there's a ramp over there, but the one we use is on the east end.
It's on the east.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Shake it up a little bit.
Make those guys work to go back in those coves.
Yeah.
Instead of just being right there.
Somebody's calling me out for being in the garage till midnight again. Maybe that's my wife. I don't know.
It might be.
Somebody's on my Facebook page for sure, because she was complaining the other night that I don't have enough subscribers on my YouTube channel to be out here so late. So
gotta grow somehow.
It's not paying the bills
exactly.
yet. Says, oh snap, you better cut this one short. Okay, so appreciate all the interaction. You guys commenting and everything like that. Keep them coming. I'm gonna ask that you guys shoot some comments these guys' way. I really want to find out kind of what happened that day. How did it all go down? You guys ended up with a pretty good limit. You had a few good fish in there. And Dakota, if you want to start out. You haven't been as vocal, so I know me and Jacob can kind of get carried away. So let's turn the mic over to Dakota for a minute and just tell us how that day went down.
Yeah, so basically, when it came time to launch, me and Jacob both knew our plan. We had talked about it the day before. I mean, it wasn't like a last minute, what are you doing, where are we going kind of thing. We both headed to different places and just kind of went to figure out what they were doing. I went to a place that normally produces for me this time of year, and I was able to find fish and good bites there. So I went to another place that fished pretty similar, and about that time I texted Jacob and asked him how he was doing, and he said he had a couple, but nothing crazy. So I said, come on down and we'll fill out our limits, and he came down and we fished that last stretch of bank, and we were both able to we both filled our limits there, and we both caught some decent fish, so it was enough to get it done.
Yeah, I'd say so. Would you guys have like 102 inches?
Yeah,
it was 102 and a quarter or a half. I think it was something like that out of 6 fish.
Yeah. Okay. So which ones? Like Jacob kind of told us a little bit about that. So you caught 3 of those fish, and Jacob caught 3 of those fish.
Yeah.
Which ones came from you, and how did that go down? Did you? What kind of a pattern were you fishing? Go a little bit more in depth into that. I know you don't want to give away the juice, and maybe some of that bite's still going on. So I get it, but just let us in a little bit.
Yeah. So, Trevor's comment. Yeah. I mean, we can't guarantee it was the same fish or anything, but I did start on that bank and get a bite and just, shake it off, because I already had my limit filled out of pretty good fish. And then Jacob happened to catch a 19 3/4 out of that hole, but nice. I think could have been different fish, but it was a little neat story.
I think the team aspect, it adds a totally different it's a totally different take, right? Because no way would you ever try to shake a fish off in a solo tournament. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that very often. It was a weird feeling, not just whacking it as soon as I felt the bite, but yeah. And you asked a little bit about the pattern we were running. I mean, it was kind of a pretty basic spring pattern. The males were up shallow, kind of doing their thing, and we were able to catch quite a few males, but the females were just out 5 or 10 feet off the bank farther, and we're just dragging those creature baits a little deeper, and it wasn't like they were hitting like crazy or anything, but you'd feel a subtle bite and just wait, and that was how we got it done.
Texas rigging, Carolina rigging, what are you doing?
Yeah, Texas rig, dragging Texas rigs.
Okay, so they want to know who had the second biggest fish.
That was Jacob.
What was that one?
So we both had a 19 3/4, and then my second biggest one was 17 3/4. So not crazy huge, but yeah, he had a 19 3/4 and I had a 19 3/4. Mine was just fat, real solid fish. I think we weighed it as 5 pounds. His was just long but skinny. So
that's a fat fish.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I let her back in the water, I looked down at my seat and there's actually eggs in my seat. So
she's making babies.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. So you guys were fishing up on the bank, catching some males, and then fishing out just a little bit deeper, trying to catch their companions.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you guys had a plan. So how do you go into, how do you prepare for a team tournament? So we've kind of talked about some of the preparation and some of the, map study and stuff like that. We kind of know Jacob's take on some of that. And just a refresher for some of you guys, I believe Jacob told me he likes to use the Apple Maps to kind of figure out where you're going to be fishing, stuff like that. Probably a little different on Big Hill, being your home lake.
Yeah, I don't even look at anything. I just go and what it looks like and my spots that I know.
Yeah. So did you guys split up the lake into different sections, and you took this part and you took this part, or how'd you guys do that?
So really, we both went the same direction. Dakota kind of went up and kind of went off to the west, and I went further up north. And then we eventually met back in the same spot. Kind of fished around the end of the day together.
Yeah. So you finished it off just side by side almost, or?
Yeah, I mean, me in front, him behind, or him in front, me behind him. I mean, kind of working the banks, working a little bit out deeper, just talking the whole time.
Slow, painful stuff, right? I mean.
Yeah, I mean, the bite really kind of shut off on us, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, towards the end of the day, we were kind of freaking out. I mean, we thought we didn't have enough, but
yeah.
I mean,
I think we both
kind of what we do, even the one we won last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You guys. So this isn't a new thing for Southeast. This is the second year of the team series. Is that right?
Yep. Second season.
How did last year go with the
So
team
last
series?
year was like the initial, had the idea, wasn't sure if anybody's going to show up. I think we had 13 teams at one point, and then did we have 2, Dakota? We have 1 team tournament.
We had 2.
We had 2. I think the second one we had around 13, maybe 11. So, I mean, pretty consistent so far on the team tournament. But, I mean, it's taken off. I'm hoping it gets quite a bit bigger too, but it's with anything, time.
I noticed you guys had some pretty cool trophies that you give out for the team series as well.
Yeah, I got mine right there and there.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay.
There they are.
From last year, is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
And that is for an event, or do you do like a team of the year, or what do you do on that?
Last year we only had 2 events, so it was just, I had a trophy for a small trophy. This year we will have team of the year.
Okay.
And then we have right now we just have first place team trophies. Eventually, once we get up to around 20 teams, we'll probably have more trophies and everything.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Trevor K asked what's going on with the addition of did he mean that? Is that AOY or the toy this year?
Yeah, that's team of the year.
Team of the year. Gotcha. Duh.
Yeah, AOI, TOI.
I just asked you that question and I just couldn't even decipher that. Okay. All right, Trevor K. So he says, what's going on with the addition of the team of the year this year? So like a trophy, is there any payouts or what are you doing?
So it's just like our regular tournaments. I take a percentage of entry fees from each tournament. And then at the end of the season, the team with the most points will get that amount of cash at the end of the year and a trophy.
Very cool. Very cool. There's some incentive there. So
yeah.
This was event number 1?
Yep, event number 1.
And where's the next team series event?
It is
Mineland, isn't it?
I believe so.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yep, it's Mineland. So
what time of year? Right around the corner?
It's May 16th.
Okay.
So they're the second Sunday of every month.
That's the day after the Wilson event. Okay. So I know that's probably going to cause some conflict there, but Trevor K says we need championship belts. I know that Jacob's not a fan of that.
He keeps bugging me about it. It's not happening.
However, Jacob, aka Taco Skinny, like I could see you out there in the ring.
That's right.
Like a Rey Mysterio or something like
and
that.
So instead of a full Rey Mysterio mask, it's just a taco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now we see the fat guy's name. So that's Mike.
Mike Marvel.
Yeah. What's up, Mike? Thanks for joining us. Was Mike in the team series event?
Yeah, he was 2 fat guys fishing.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
And
then the Concrete Cowboys was the next team in line.
Concrete Claw Boys is what I think it's called.
Claw Boys. Oh,
Yeah.
Is that like
it's a Netflix thing. They changed the name because they like White Claws because they're two little girls. They're 16. They like White Claws.
Well, Trevor K does love the color pink.
Hey, I have seen him the last 2 days, so I've got to pick on him.
You haven't seen him?
I have seen him driving my truck.
He said you guys are all pretty close.
Yeah.
Dakota and Jacob, and so John, when are we taking ourselves as a team?
John.
That's my boy CBG. Dude, I want to take you up on that. I really like this whole concept of the team series, and I'm interested for sure. What go ahead and comment back. What's our team name gonna be? I'll try to think of something real slick, something a little better than the Concrete Claw Boys. You guys, no offense, Claw Boys, but you got your butts kicked. It looks like
they got second place.
Yeah, they had 88 inches, 88 and a quarter. So you had them by 14 inches. I don't know.
They probably weren't too happy because we told them we weren't doing very good all day. But they did that to us more than once last year, so it's payback.
Yeah. No, Ryan doesn't do that.
No.
So he's going for that TOI. He meant TOI this time.
Yeah.
But no, this is cool, guys. I really okay, here you go. This is a pretty interactive thread going on here, guys. I love that you talk a little smack on your guy taking second at Farlington, and then Trevor K came and won in their capital tourney. Yeah. Second at Farlington. Oh, yeah, I did. You're right. Yeah, my boy Justin Maples. That's right. He did. He came down there and he got the silver plaque, I guess, right? He got second place. Okay, yeah. That's what I get for talking smack. You're right.
He's never going to know about this because he doesn't have Facebook, and I'm assuming he doesn't have YouTube because he calls me all the time.
Justin?
Yeah. Like every day.
Apparently he does have Facebook. He called me today as well. But for some reason, I always leave my phone on silent, and I never see that he's calling me.
I watched him catch his biggest fish out there at Farlington. It was like a dagger in the heart because I thought I was doing all right. Like I knew it was a rough day, and I knew I wasn't doing great, but I thought maybe I could scrape into the money. And then I watched him catch this like 19-inch fish, and he was like, "Here, can you take a picture?" So like at the same time as being the nice guy that I like to be and take the picture, I'm like, dang, it really kind of hurts.
Try watching the guy catch big bass like 4 feet from you on like a freaking medium to ultralight pole. The thing was just bent over.
Who's this?
Ryan McNeely. He was like on the bank for 10 minutes tying on, and he comes back. He's like, "I hate this lake. I never catch anything here." And then he goes, "Yake." Freaking almost 22-inch fish, 6 pounds, 6.5 pounds.
Marvel was taking a leak on the bank when he caught that fish. Just in case anybody was wondering, that's what he was doing. He was urinating. When's the next Big Hill event, guys?
So our regular
late May?
May 29th.
Yeah, May 29th. So it's actually, I did not know this, but it's I think it's Memorial Day, so it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about that lake is there's not a lot of pleasure boaters, right?
No, there definitely is.
Really?
Yeah, but the good thing is they're probably not. They're not going to be where most of us are going to be. So.
Yeah.
They're usually by the dam.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
That time of year could be different, but.
Yeah.
Trevor K, I agree. I don't understand why I keep fishing Big Hill.
I don't understand why so many people have trouble on Big Hill.
I don't know, because we don't fish with you enough, I guess.
Dakota.
That I was going to try to fish Big Hill 10 times this year.
Yeah, where you at? I haven't seen you once.
I think I did make it up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was January. We didn't catch anything.
We didn't catch anything. We didn't have electronics. We were trying to crappie fish.
We caught a really good conversation though.
Yeah.
I don't know why Trevor doesn't like big. Trevor's such a good angler. I mean, he's going to figure Big Hill out one of these times and beat us, but I'm just hoping he doesn't figure out before next season. I just want it this year.
Yeah. You guys are pretty competitive down there, I've noticed.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a friendly competition, right? But
lots of smack talk.
Yeah. By the way, will you be my guide?
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. I don't know if that's allowed or not.
Actually, it is. On Big Hill, it is.
Okay.
Southeast Kansas Kayak Angling Experience. Look me up.
Southeast Kansas Kayak. Okay. Hit him up. You got an extra.
I got a Facebook page. I got two Hobies. So.
Okay.
I got everything you need, literally.
Heck yeah. Okay, so what was I going to ask? Yeah, how did you guys do on that event that you took a trophy home from last year? What was that, the Mineland event?
Yeah, that was my Mineland.
Dakota mentioned earlier before we went live that was like one of his best days ever of fishing. Something like that. What'd you say?
Yeah, I said it was my best day ever out of the pits. It was insane. Jacob was my guide that day. I mean, I was just in the truck. He said, "Let's go here." I said, "Okay," and we caught fish.
Nice. And so, do you guys recall like big fish of the day, or what your limit was, or anything like that?
I don't remember what the big fish was. I think we caught 60, 70 some fish that day.
Jeez.
That's not even.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating. I mean, we were throwing back 17s, 16, 17s. So that explains anything.
I think was that the one that, and maybe that wasn't the one, but I know Russ Ackerman went down there and caught like a 23-inch fish.
Yeah, he had big bass. I think it was the team tournament.
It may not have been.
I think it actually might have been our.
That was the regular one, I think.
Yeah,
he caught the big bass.
Because that was a big fish. It was a 23-inch fish, I think, close to it.
I think it was 23 or
better. It was big.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like Trevor's getting mad in the comments about us not mentioning his win.
What about the second event last year after I broke up with Cameron? What about it? And team?
What about it?
I can't remember it. I don't
remember it.
Apparently he beat you guys or something.
He did. So we won the first one. We won the first one. Him and Ryan won the second one because he had a teammate and he quit on his teammate and went with Ryan. I said it. I said it. Sorry, Cameron. I love you, Cameron.
Hey, that brings up a good point. So when you guys are coming up with this team series, how did you guys decide you wanted to be teammates? Is it just a friend, hey, he's my friend, or obviously there's going to be more involved in it. Like Jacob's not going to pick me as an angler because we can't weigh drum. But how did you guys come to the determination that you would be a good fit?
I'll let Dakota answer that one.
I mean, yeah, that's a tough question. So thanks for that, Jacob. But
you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for Jacob, but I was looking for the best anglers that were possible. I mean, yeah, me and Jacob are good friends, but I wasn't going to team up with somebody that was going to keep me from winning tournaments. So I teamed up with a guy who's going to help me win tournaments, and he did it. So
yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same way. I think me and Dakota kind of have the same mindset when it comes to competing. I mean, it's pretty obvious when we're both fishing next to each other at the end of a team tournament going, man, I don't know, I'm nervous. But, yeah, I don't know. I would say between being good friends with him and knowing he's a pretty decent angler, so better than me.
Oh, that's not true, but.
Yeah.
Hey, that is very true, Mike.
Yeah, so, do you think that, do you guys have similar styles of fishing?
I would say not. Usually he's throwing one thing and I'm throwing something completely different.
Yeah.
So Dakota, what's your favorite style of fishing or bait? Maybe both.
Oh, I'm a jig guy all the way, fishing jigs deep on bluff walls and the steepest stuff I can fish. I want to fish a jig where I can barely feel the bottom. I don't know why. I just love fishing a jig.
Okay. That sounds like probably why you and Justin Maples were in the same area.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
He likes fishing jigs deep. He's an Ozark guy. He's from the Ozarks. Jacob, you kind of went into this on our podcast. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you guys go on over to the channel and check that out. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Favorite style of fishing / bait?
It goes back and forth between chatterbait and a swim bait, like a weighted swim bait, like a Kayak.
Yeah.
I think right now it's probably the Kayak.
Do you throw a lot of like underspins, or do you just like a jig head?
So it's just like the hook that has the weight on the bottom. It's a what brand is that? It's a Berkeley hook. It has a screw on the tip of it. I just screw it on, and it's weedless to a point. Like right now, this time of year, I'm kind of a slower speed right off the bottom, right above the bottom. So
yeah, kind of changes. I'm sure it changes from
it does.
Different times of year and stuff.
Yeah.
What about so you guys are super busy down there. You've got the team series, you've got your regular, AOI series, you've got your league nights. I mean, how many tournaments have you done the math? Like, how many freaking Southeast tournaments are you gonna this year?
There's 8 regular ones in a championship, and then there is 5 team tournaments in a championship, and then there's a league night every single Monday. And then I'm probably going to still do some online ones as well.
So what about fishing like national events, either one of you? Do you have any plans? I know, Jacob, you did some bass stuff last year, did some traveling.
Dakota did as well.
Okay. How'd you guys do on those? What what'd you like about it? What didn't you like about it?
I liked it. I didn't do so good. It was completely on my fault, though. I probably should have done a little bit more research. I wish I had more time to go down there and pre-fish.
Sure.
At least figure out spots. But I'm glad I went. Because I went to the very first one they had. So that was kind of cool.
Is that a fork?
Yeah. But
yeah. So last year, I'd say the first national event I fished was probably the All-American, which at that point wasn't as big of a deal as it is now, but fished Truman, and that's one of those tournaments we don't talk about. I mean, it was rough. But after that, I decided to load up and go to Lake Chickamauga, Tennessee for one of the bass trail stops.
Wow.
And had a good time down there. I ended up like 5 or 10 places out of the money, and so that was pretty brutal, but no practice, just went out there and fished. It kind of fished my style, though. It was just it was late November, so it was really cold water, and had a good time. And then this year I've gone to Lake Ouachita, Arkansas for the All-American series, and I had a limit there, but it just wasn't enough of a limit to do anything, and I think I wound up like 30-something, if that's right. But
okay. Would you
nothing
have
great,
like over
but
70 out there? English?
Yeah, I think it was around that.
Yeah.
The bass ones were more up towards 200, but
wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what do you guys like about the national stuff? Is that just more of a like challenge? Is that something you're just trying to like challenge yourself with and grow as an angler, fishing these bigger bodies of water and different styles of lakes and stuff? Totally different than fishing the stuff around here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I think the challenge, wanting to be a better angler, particularly for me, the bass events, it's those things. But I think growing up watching that stuff on TV and then knowing that I can be a part of it, at least for me, like I don't really care what anybody else thinks, but like to me, it's just kind of cool that I get to go and be a part of it, even if I do have done bad so far. But to me, it's just kind of cool.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I completely agree with that. I mean, I love the challenge of it, and there's going to be a good payday if you end up making the line. But more than anything, it's just the experience. And I mean, that's the dream. We were growing up as kids watching people fishing, saying, I want to fish on a professional level someday. And I don't want to say that's where this is at, but I mean, kayak fishing is going somewhere, and it's really cool to be a part of the front side of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that any of us, I guess, could be, within a few good tournaments of really doing something and making a splash and being able to fish some of these bigger events. If you did well in one of these events or a couple of these events, then and you really could probably target more of those bigger events and get to like a tournament of champions, get to one of those national championships, if you do well in one of these BASS ones, I think you get a championship berth out of the deal.
Yeah.
So you're fishing.
We're going in June.
Yeah. You'll see both of us.
That's right. You guys both earned a spot last year at Big Hill.
Surprise. Big Hill.
Big Hill, right? And so this year we're gonna do a championship. I think we're gonna do a championship a little bit further north. So
yeah.
we'll be down in the mine lands. You guys will be able to earn a spot down there, and that's definitely going to be something that I'd imagine you both are probably looking forward to.
I bet Trevor does pretty well at that one. That's kind of close to his home.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. So, well, man, I'm excited to see you guys watch the leaderboards when you do go to the national championship. And I know there's some rivalry between the Air Capital and the Southeast Kansas kayak anglers, but I always love to see the Kansas guys, showing out.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm taking the whole allotted practice time and
Really?
go get rid of everything we got. So
yeah, I took the whole week off, so
taking it pretty serious. So how long pre-fishing do you get?
I think it's 3 days.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Yep. And where's that one going to be at?
Possum Kingdom Lake.
Oh, Possum Kingdom.
They changed it from, I don't remember what the first one was originally.
Louisville, the toughest lake in Texas, they call it.
Yeah.
Possum Kingdom. That one kind of flies under the radar, but I've heard some good things about it. I know they do a lot of catfish tournaments out there.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to hook into a big catfish.
Or a possum.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' goals this year? It sounds like you guys are both fishing some different series, the team, your regular AOI and then some national stuff. What are your goals for the year?
Not get second place.
Yeah, you've got a few of those, don't you?
Yeah, pretty sick of getting second. I don't know, Dakota, you can go first if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't out here to win it all. I won AOI, and I'd like to win the championship, our club championship. Mm-hmm. But farther than that, I want to place at Possum Kingdom, but we'll see what happens. So I just want to fish the best I can every tournament. I don't want to pull out of the water early at all. I haven't done that yet, and I don't plan on it. I want to fish every cast I can make. And, yeah, if I give it all I got, that's all I can do. So.
Yeah, it's probably the same for me. I mean, I would like to win the national championship. Who wouldn't? 50 grand if everyone shows up. I would definitely want to be, top 30. If I'm not going to win it, I want to be up there. I'm going to try my hardest to be there. But as far as club level, I would like to win the AOI again. Team of the year, championship. As long as I beat Dakota every time, I'm fine.
Did you beat me at Farlington?
I don't remember, actually. Probably not. I mean, I remember the picture of you catching a stick.
Yeah, that's my profile picture on Facebook. That was a great story.
Mike's calling
Sammy.
me out for telling my wife I love her.
Ew.
I saw a mushy post from you. I don't want to hear it.
Me? No.
Yeah. That was.
Never.
I was like, what
Which
did you
one?
do? You had like a freaking videographer there when you were proposing to your wife? That was a cool little
So
put together.
So I guess I'm big on surprises, whether I think so or not. But I actually had that ring in our apartment for probably 6 months, and she had no idea. And then we had season tickets to Sporting Kansas City, and it was cold that tournament. Not tournament, that game. So I paid extra to get a booth that's heated, and then we went down to watch them practice, and I wrote on the ball, "Will you marry me?" And I gave it to her. So, and then they filmed it and sent me the video for free. So that's kind of cool.
That is cool. That's awesome. Heck yeah. I gave my wife a shout out on a podcast. So what do you got on that?
I bought my wife a car that she needed for like the last 3 years.
There's 7 people on here, man. This is a big.
Dang.
Yeah.
Are we 3 of them?
Right. Yeah, probably. Jacob only did that so he could fish a couple extra times this spring.
Casual bass guy. I don't know if you know this, but my wife fishes every tournament and league night. So she wants to go. She's about to get her own trailer for her car too, so she'd go when I'm not home.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw she got a new car. It's like matching color, right? Or close?
So it looks like it, but in person, hers is definitely like a turquoise, like the jewelry, like the sky blue color, and then mine's like a deeper, darker blue.
Yeah, you're definitely a blue guy. I noticed you got some pretty cool swag on here.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, blue, of course.
Oh yeah, I got gray too.
Your headphones are blue. God dang. Oh, I need that gray. So can guys buy these from you at events, or how do you do that? How do you get a hold of one?
Yeah, so they're let's see, they're $20. I have a certain amount of them, and then if I sell all of them,
I have a certain amount of them. That was pretty. Yeah.
If everybody buys them all, then I'll order some more and get some more.
Those are pretty
shirts.
cool.
This is last year's shirt. If anybody wants a shirt, they can contact me. They're $20 as well.
Apparently they don't fit fat guys' heads or something.
It's a Richardson hat. It's like the most common hat there is.
Yeah. Cool.
Other than the one John has on.
Do what?
The 5950 is like the second most common hat. It's probably more common than the Richardson hats.
Yeah, I got this one. I don't know, something different. I haven't worn these hats in a long time, but I like the way they fit.
Yeah, they're nice.
Sounds like John and his like camo hats had some of them.
Yeah, John. Light camo.
What happened?
With the logo on the side.
Did I run out? Yeah, I think he got one. I can't remember if he got a light or a dark camo hat, but I think him and CBG, Casual Bass Guy, shout out to my boy, Ivan. Check him out on YouTube, too. Go over to his page, guys. He's got some stuff. He's going to have some tourney vids. Oh, snap. Look at that. Air Capital, son. I don't know how I feel about those patches. I think they look cool.
Should get these.
I need to I want to get some embroidered.
Stitched.
I really like the way that looks. Although if I buy one of those SEKKA hats, I want the cheesy hook that you got on the bill.
You like that? That's what I catch all my fish on during tournaments. That's my secret.
Yeah.
John, are you guys having an event at Wilson State Fishing Lake this year?
No. We're going to be at Wilson Reservoir on May 15th.
Yeah, I knew you were having one there, but I knew last year you had one at Wilson State Lake.
I really liked that lake. I had fun that day. I didn't really land any big ones, but I had fun. I caught fish all day, and it was different. It had some stuff now it's a very small lake, but it had like a little bluff area that I was fishing quite a bit, and might have been something that you'd go over and slam on. Have you been there before?
Yeah, me and Jacob actually
You were
came to
there
that
last
tournament.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there last year.
Yeah, it was
Where
one
did you
place out of the
fish?
money. I fished that bluff, but I started
Yeah.
south of that. I was fishing deep with the jig. I
Yeah.
caught some nice fish, but I was one fish out of the money.
Yeah.
But
No, I think, and I
I
thought
was gonna
about
come
it.
get some revenge on it.
Yeah.
We rode together.
I thought about it, and I think I really want to get out there and do some fun fishing this year since we're not going to have an event. It's just I'm trying not to have too many tournaments super far away from Wichita, the Wichita area. So we already got the Big Hill one and the Minelands one, and then we ended up rescheduling one that was going to be closer at Winfield for Wilson, which is pretty dang far too. So
Dakota, remember that tournament, that Wilson tournament we went to? And we went to Arby's afterwards. And you came outside, and there was like these two older guys in the car. They were like, "Are you professional fishermen?"
Yeah.
were you wearing your
they're
jerseys?
like, "What are those?" I was like, "They're kayaks."
What are those?
That's when you know you've made it. Whenever a random old
Yeah.
couple in Arby's parking lot asks you if you're professional fishermen.
Pretty much.
It's a spaceship. Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the water this year. I think I'm a little disappointed in Casual Bass Guy for not coming up with the team name yet. So I'm going to get on that, and then we're going to figure out how we can get down there and try to beat the skinny sticks.
Yeah.
To the skinny sticks. Yep.
The skinny sticks. So this is Team Skinny Sticks. I'm surprised I didn't mention that until now. I kind of slipped my mind. Yeah, the skinny guys. Skinny guys don't get no love, right? We always get overlooked. Like, oh, you're just a skinny guy, but like you guys are repping.
That's right.
TBD, but we in there. Okay. He's thinking. He's putting some thought
Yeah,
into it.
The next team tournament is going to be kind of interesting. Stay on high school graduation. So.
Kind of breaking up a little bit there. You said the next team tournament's going to be tough, or what'd you say?
Yeah, I think I'm back now. I think it's going to be kind of interesting. It's the day of my high school graduation.
Okay, so this is something I did mean to touch on as well. High school graduation?
Yep. Yeah.
How old are you, man?
Yeah. 18.
Wow. So was last year your first year with SEKKA?
Yeah, it was. First year in a kayak.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Well, good for you. You're really going after it. What's after this? So you graduate high school. Are you staying in the Southeast Kansas area? Go into that.
I'm actually heading to Stillwater. Going to Oklahoma State, and I'm hoping to come back in the summers and still, hit the Southeast Kansas waters pretty hard. Might get into some OKA stuff down there. So, I don't know. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I'm taking the kayak with me, so that's for sure.
Yeah, so you'll fish down there with the Oklahoma guys, I'm sure. You said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, and there's some good fish down there.
That's for sure.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I'm excited to follow your journey as you take this thing to the next level. What are you gonna go to school for? Did you mention that or?
Yeah, I'm actually going for ag engineering, so not really fishing related, but hopefully it'll land me a job where I can still fish. That's the goal.
Yeah, kind of in the outdoors kind of field, I guess, right?
Yeah, I've grown up I live on a farm, and I've worked on farms my whole life. It's just kind of what I know and what I love, so. That's
cool. Heck yeah, man. Well, that's awesome. I love seeing the young guys come up in the sport. There's some pretty there's some hammers out there, like Brady Stores up there in Nebraska, and then you've got some big names out there. I can't for some reason I'm forgetting. forgetting his first
Jackson
name.
or
Jackson. Yeah, I mean, there's some guys out there, and there's some that I'm forgetting. I think Jordan Marshall might be a fairly young guy, but there's some out there that have been chasing some of these bigger national events too. So I hope you get a chance to follow your dreams and do some of this stuff on the side. I know you got to pay the bills, but
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm just gonna keep having fun. That's what it's all about. So, yeah.
Trevor says engineers are nerds.
Yeah, a select few of them are. Yeah, for sure. At Trevor.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, anything else that I missed? I mean, I was really kind of excited to hear your guys' take on the whole team thing. That's new to me. Kind of hear how you kind of broke down that water and how you kind of even approached that from the beginning, just as a team together. It was kind of cool to hear that, and I think I'm gonna give it a whirl. Hopefully I can catch 3 fish. I guess if we're not at Big Hill, I might be all right. But
maybe.
I got to pull my own weight. Like that's almost kind of like, and I think in most team series you can share fish, right? Like if one guy catches all of them, like that's cool, right?
Yeah, that's how most of them work. Which to me is just not a true team. Aspect, really.
Yeah. So that puts pressure on both of you guys to put something together. I like it.
To me, I kind of view it like a basketball game almost. I mean, one guy can make all the baskets, but it takes all 5 to be on the team.
Yeah, I like how you seem to have some rules, with the Southeast Kansas kayak anglers that are kind of geared towards pushing that, kind of competitive side of things. Like this rule obviously is, hey, if we're gonna have a team series, then you're gonna be a team and not just one person pulling them along.
Yeah.
And then like the 100 points for first place and dropping down to 98. Obviously I like that idea. I adopted it myself for Air Capital. So
yeah, I think if you didn't have rules, eventually it kind of goes crazy, and that's when people start getting mad at each other, and then eventually you don't have a club or a group or anything like that. So I can't make everyone happy sometimes with my rules, but I think that in the long run, that's what's going to make the club grow and be a strong group. So I like to take everyone's ideas and end up making a decision and going from there. But that's kind of my theory behind some of my rules.
You got some heavy hitters down there for sure. So
yeah,
I think
for sure.
Not that they weren't heavy hitters before, not that they weren't competitive or good fishermen before, but I think that you're probably inspiring them a little bit with some of those more strict or more you gotta earn your way type of thing. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got a lot of good anglers that are coming up here and whooping up on us even. So.
I think we have several that might not have won anything yet, but definitely ones to watch out for. I won't name any names, but I think there's going to be some people coming out of the woodworks.
Heck yeah. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to bring you guys on the podcast, have you guys, shed a little spotlight on the Southeast Kansas kayak anglers. I'm a fan of the group. The team series, I'm a fan of. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys coming on. Mike, I think after having a conversation with the guy, I'm shocked myself, and we're not ragging on him. We got much respect for Dakota. I am. I am. I'm shocked. Just you sound like you got it together. Trevor K showing some love. Kid's a hammer.
That's
watch out.
It's something I respect a lot about Dakota. He might be 18, but he acts a lot older, and I respect the kid a lot. So I'd vouch for him for anything. So
I appreciate it. I mean, what a teammate. What can I say? I mean, the mutual respect, that's what makes a team a good team too. So
yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on the show, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the water here before too long. Hopefully, hopefully I can make one of these team tournaments. But if not, maybe seeing you guys out at Wilson with Air Capital. That's also going to be one of the Kayak or Kansas Bass Nation open events for qualifying for the state championship. So, kind of a dual thing going on there. So, hopefully some of you guys are going to make it out there. Wilson is kind of on fire lately. The last year or so, you've seen a lot of big boat tournaments pulling some good limits out of there. We've been there. We didn't go there last year, but the year before, it seemed like we always had some really good limits. Even a little bit later on in like that early June time frame. So I wanted to try to get out there a little bit earlier and see if we could put some bigger fish out there on the board. So a lot of good smallmouth out there for you guys that, maybe don't get to target a lot of big smallmouth. In some of these big boat tournaments, you're seeing 4 and 5 pound smallmouth caught out of there somewhat frequently. Big 5, 6, 7 pound largemouth as well. So, and a chance to hook into a big old striper, not a wiper, but a striper. They got striper out there.
John, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, are you guys going to start doing league nights up there?
So
over there, wherever you are?
Yeah. So I think I am. I said I was, and we were going to do them at El Dorado. And the idea is to hop around El Dorado Lake and basically, one night we will launch from, one ramp maybe on the dam, and then the next time we'll launch. It'll be kind of like a shotgun deal, like a 3-hour long event, kind of just a jackpot deal. And so I think it'd be a really cool way to learn that lake. It's a very tough lake, and I think a lot of people would probably enjoy just getting a chance to explore different parts of the lake. My thought is that I probably won't start that for another few weeks or so. So I appreciate you reminding me I need to get something set in stone, but I really want to probably not start that until the sun's going to stay out until about 9 o'clock or so, just giving everybody a chance to have a few hours on the water.
Yeah, we're going about 2.5 hours right now, but that 3 to 4 hours is definitely nice.
Yeah, because what time do you start yours?
Last year, I think it was 5:15 or 5:30. I changed it to 5:45, just so everyone had a little bit of time to get off work and show up. But I mean, it's something that it's not been as popular this year as it was last year. I don't know if it's because I started it a lot earlier, but it's pretty fun.
You'll probably see some attendance grow once it warms up, I bet.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Once I'm out of school, I'll be there.
Everybody gets sick of Big Hill too, so that's kind of our home league night. But
you kind of bounce around a little bit. But you don't have a whole lot of options, do you? Right? Real close.
I mean, we could go further away, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, so I need to get on that. I need to just go ahead and throw some dates out. Probably do like an every other week, for, or maybe even do every week for, like a month. I'm not going to go Jacob Ward on it though. I wish I could. I just got too much stuff going on. The wife's probably going to kill me because that means she's going to be doing all the baseball stuff, taking them to practice and stuff by herself. But she can handle it.
Maybe you guys could hire a carpenter to help you out.
Yeah.
Sorry, had to bring it up.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, we're just at an hour, 59 minutes and 29 seconds. So that's kind of where I wanted to kind of cap this, was right about an hour. And I appreciate you guys coming on here. I would really love to have you guys back as a group. Have the skinny sticks back on, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that unless you come away with another first place. So just a little motivation.
Okay, we'll be back.
Don't let the Concrete Claw Boys make the next appearance.
No, we won't.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Appreciate you coming, and we'll see you on the water.
See ya.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Later. All right. I think it went pretty good.